Go. So we're going to be rolling right about now, and so let me give the intro to the folks. So hello everybody, welcome to the Guru and the Other Guy, or what we call the anti-guru because we hate gurus. My name is Vinny. There's the other guy, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you about real estate investing, but we're going to give you the no bull crap spin. We're just going to tell you the truth. We're going to give you real life information. Kev, I'm going to give them the Guru and the Other Guy intro. So here we go. Hold on for
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
Let's get the intro rolling. Hold on. I'm going to start talking. So, other guy, what would you like to talk about right now?
Well,
I'm leaving it wide open to you. Go
well,
ahead.
I sent you the report today that
About the market.
the market's 13-year low,
Yeah.
and it's things aren't moving, and I believe it's the interest rate. I think people
Whoa.
can't afford.
Okay.
They can't afford um, what they could months and months ago, and
Okay.
which it makes it advantageous for your students because especially the properties that are not um, in that great a condition, but they're rentable.
Okay.
Not the really desirable that people don't want to live in, but they
Right.
could do the creative finance to buy it and
Okay.
to put renters in there. I think it's perfect for this market.
All right.
Um,
I kind of agree, but I have a question for you. All right. I got a
yeah.
question for you. Do you think it's just interest rate that's holding down this market? Meaning this, everybody who purchased homes the last few years, the interest rates were, 2-3%. Okay. Which gives you a
Right.
lot of buying power. The lower the rate, the more money, the more you can borrow, the bigger home you can buy, right? Because the rates are
Right.
lower, which means your payments are lower. Okay.
Right.
With the rates going as high as they are, you're saying that's what's stopping the
Well, no,
market.
I think it's inflation. I think everything costs more.
Okay.
So it's
Well, that's
putting, so the cost of getting a mortgage, and I think people are freaked out that one, they have to put down more money. One, the payments are going to be more.
right.
Three, their grocery bills are going up.
Hold on. I got a
So
question.
I
Hold
think,
on. I got a question for you. Why are you saying the you got to put more money down? Where's that coming from? Because I know. Listen. Because
because
I'm
I
just
think if
listen.
you're not, well,
Well, I'm
I
just.
don't,
Hold on. Let me just say
a
this.
conventional buyer, you're going to have to put more,
Yeah.
if your credit's a little bit
I got you. But let me.
suspect.
All right. Okay. Let me just say this. Right. For
Hmm.
those that don't know, my wife, I owned a mortgage company for
That's
over
right.
30 years.
Yeah.
My wife is still in the
Right.
business. She owns a mortgage company now. I retired. I do this with the other guy, and we talk about this. But she's doing programs right now, Kev, with 1% down with no
Mm.
mortgage insurance that's out there. So
But
I
the
don't think
rates are higher.
right. Yes, the rates are higher, and I think that is what you were saying. Why it's suppressing the market,
Can
right?
you get seller contributions
You
on
can.
those
You could get. Yeah,
programs?
you can. You can get a seller contribution. Yes, you can. It's a great program. It is a great program.
How about okay? How about what is the percentage? 8%? No, it can't be 8%.
It's whatever the current rates are, but it's all credit score driven. As your scores go
Yeah,
lower, your rates go higher.
right.
So if anybody is interested in getting a loan with 1% down, hey, just give us a ring, right? You can see
Yeah, because
all
you
you got to do
need a
is text the
real
word
good
golden.
mortgage.
Yeah, you do. You need it. Yeah, absolutely.
You
So,
really, and that's where your expertise
yep,
starts and ends, in my
yep.
opinion. But
Yeah. So if anybody's interested in getting a loan, all you got to do is follow the screen down below. So, okay. So, Kev, so the market, I agree with you. It's brutal. Now, I know I've got a bunch of students that are out there looking for creative financing deals and everything like that. Now, I will tell you this. Compared to 6-9 months ago, they wouldn't even answer the phone. They were like, get it, beat it, right? They wouldn't even talk
right.
to us. And the reason why is because, again, in our last podcast, we said most sellers, you want to take
Sorry
care of
about
that?
that.
All right.
Yeah,
Most
killed
sellers,
it.
most sellers are just going to put a for sale sign in the lawn, and then that's the end of it. Okay.
Right.
Now, like you said, but here's the thing. It is harder, but here's the thing. There's less properties on the market, so they don't have a lot. The buyers now don't have a lot of choice. Not a lot of choice out there right now. So, the only thing is their buying power has shrunk so much. So, it's a difficult market to try and really put your handle on, in my opinion. It
But
is
that it leaves an opportunity for like the properties. I'm not going to call them blighted, but
right.
the ones that really need
They're not pretty. Let's call
they're
them
just
not pretty.
ugly.
Okay,
Yeah,
ugly homes.
curbside
That's a good
efficient.
word. Okay, I like that. Ugly homes. Okay.
So they're the properties the students or creative financing probably could turn into a sale if
Yep.
they know what they're doing.
Right.
That
Well,
that's the
there you
thing.
go. There's the key to everything. Kev, before we got onto this podcast earlier, I got an
Hmm.
email from a guru, right? Join my podcast. And I know this is
Right.
an old one because let me tell you this. I heard this one 4 years ago. It's the same one. And literally these gurus are such a joke in what they tell people. But because nobody knows about creative financing and how it works, they can say whatever the hell they want and people believe
Oh,
it.
sure,
Let me tell you, let
sure.
me tell you this, let me tell you what he said. There was, and again, this is an older video, right? He said, so
Right.
I've got my student here with me from Texas. She sounded, and I don't want to say this negatively, but when just some people just don't sound with credibility, or sometimes we're crude and we just say they sound like a box of rocks, right?
Right.
Well, basically, no, in my opinion, zero credibility. So here's what's his thing. He
Right.
says, "Oh yeah, I got this deal, and here I did it under a lease. No, he bought it under subject to Kev. Sales price was $239,000, 229, right? But he only won it 1.8. It was $69,000 spread between what he was selling it for and what it was worth. But here's the thing: it needed no repairs. $3,000 in repairs, Kev. $3,000, right? And then he
Mm.
only put $2,500 for closing costs, which means he had to transfer the deed. And then, right? So he gets this thing $70,000, $80,000 under value, right? On a
Hmm.
perfect house that needs nothing. And then he says he turns around 18 days later and sells it for $20,000 over the fair market value. Not what he paid for it, over the fair market value. Oh, and then I got a $30,000 deposit on a
Hmm.
non-refundable lease purchase 2-year balloon. And I'm
Well,
like
first of
thinking,
all, lease per. You know how I feel
listen,
about lease
I know, but
purchase.
what I'm saying, Kev, but what I'm saying is this. The guru is saying, look how much money I made. Now, if I put everybody in a room, and I said, listen, everybody, uh, I know you don't know anything about real estate. I just want to give
Yeah.
you the flat out numbers. The numbers, just the
Yeah.
numbers. The numbers don't lie.
Hmm.
You have a seller that's going to give you his house for what he owes, 189, but it's worth 260, right?
Hmm.
He's giving you $70,000 of equity for no reason. Just handed it to you.
Yeah.
But 15 days later, somebody pays 270, right? So like 270, whatever it was, 250,
Right.
okay? Somebody pays 270 for it, $20,000 more than what it's worth. Actual value. And I'm going to say to you, who's who's selling their property and leaving $70,000 on the table? And who's paying $20,000 more than what it's worth? Now, in a bidding war, in a seller's market, yes, I agree that people will overpay by 20 grand in a seller's
Hmm.
market. But if it's a seller's market, how did the guy who's selling it leave $70,000 on the table? It can't be both ways.
No.
But people want to believe everything they hear with these gurus. That's why I
Hmm.
hate them, right?
Hmm.
And this guy charges
Yeah.
a fortune. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm the greatest of all time. Like, yeah, okay, sure you are. Like, stop. It's just,
Yeah.
oh my God.
It's hard to tell these. It's the sad part. It's hard to tell these. either young guys, girls, or people who are older, but they're just jumping. They think they can do it.
Right.
Buy real estate and no money down. It's very difficult to talk to them because they won't get it until they fail and they
Right.
spend a lot of
Right.
money.
There you
And
go.
at that point, you know, you know, maybe they're ready to listen, but then they have no money, and now they're,
Right.
you
They
know,
destroyed. They destroyed their career already. They've already gone
well, yeah,
ahead.
and they broke their will,
Right.
their
Right.
enthusiasm to pay.
Right.
That's what I wanted to talk to you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, one thing, I, starting years ago, we started a long time ago.
Yeah. I'm
I
almost
always say
40. Yeah. I'm close to
yeah,
almost
it
40 years
says
ago.
I always said you have to be fearless, but there's a saying you
Oh,
have to be
that's great.
comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm
Yeah.
in the office. This goes back. This was my biggest deal. Was 400 lots, but
Okay.
two guys failed in the office. They
Okay.
never wanted to tell me about this guy, so they said, "Okay, let's give it to him. You
Okay.
know,
Yep.
let's see what he can do." So
Okay.
I drive down there in my BMW.
Right.
I go onto a farm,
Okay.
and here's Char. It's Charlie, but I'm not going to say his last name.
Okay. No, don't say any last names.
And so one thing I learned. Now I was maybe 10 years in the business, and I was doing a lot of things. But
Hmm.
I listened, and I said, "Okay, Charlie, what's the situation?" He says, "Well, I'm the planner for this township,
Okay.
and I'm in bankruptcy, but these four farms I put it in residential."
Okay.
So he kind of.
Did he
So I said,
subdivide them
"Okay,
already? Were they subdivided? They're just sitting there, just
they're
four.
subdivided.
All
They're
right.
all
So
subdivided."
you got four farms,
Parcels. Yeah, four
parcels.
farms.
Did they go through? Did they go through any of the engineering, any of the phases?
Yeah, he did everything.
So he did. So he did
He
phase
just
one.
couldn't find a buy. He couldn't find. He wasn't looking. He couldn't find a buyer. So he said,
Okay.
"This farm, I'm saving." I was right there. He was in overall. I have to
Right.
understand. I'm in a friggin' and BMWs back then. They made your head spin when you were
Okay.
driving one. Not like today. They're garbage anyway. That's
Right.
another story.
There.
But
Everybody has one.
yeah. So I'm there, the hood of my car, black BMW. I said, "Okay, Charlie, what do you want?" He said to me, "Well, this is the price I want." I said, "Done."
How much was the
And you have
price?
to go.
How long ago was this,
Well,
by the
back
way?
then it was over 1 million, but
Okay.
today would be like
5 million.
5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
Okay.
said,
So $1 million he wanted. Okay.
said, "You have to walk me through bankruptcy court in Reading." I'm like,
Right.
"Sure." So I right then I take out the sales agreement, I write it up. Me as the buyer,
Yeah.
$1,000 down, which I
Yeah.
kept 1,000.
Right.
In a year and a half, I made two appearances at the Reading bankruptcy court. The judge said, "Are you buying it?" I said, "Yeah."
Hold on. I
Didn't
got a
ask me
hold on. I
where
got a
my
question. Time.
financing
Time.
was.
Time out. I got a question. Did you do this as with a normal agreement of sale? Did you do it under an option? How did you do it?
$1,000 contingent on financing.
Okay. But did you have any kind of time frame on the in the agreement?
It was 2 years.
2 years. Was it assignable? The contract.
Signed it to a group that I created afterwards.
All right. So
I
okay. So you
assigned
made
it
it.
to
Assigned it.
them.
You assigned it
I
to a
kept the
group.
portion. Yeah.
Okay.
It was me as an individual. I
Yep.
assigned it
To
to
your
four
LLC.
partners,
Okay.
and I was part of that partnership.
Right. Okay.
I kept the big portion.
Okay.
I mean, I kept,
Yeah.
some
Yeah. You
money
kept
in
your share.
between.
Sure.
But this is the thing. The judge does, he just twice, he said, "Are you buying it still?" The first time, "Are you buying it?"
Yeah.
Yes. The second time, "Are you buying it still?" Yes. Never asked for financials,
Right.
never wanted a mortgage commitment. It was like, okay.
Right.
And it turned into be 400 lots.
Right. Wow. 400
My whole
lots.
thing was,
Well, I got a question for you. Hold on. I got a question for the folks. They're going to want to know. So, how did you get the financing for it? Because everyone's going to say, that sounds great. I got $1,000. Where am I getting the million from? Where'd you get the
well,
million from?
well, I put together 4 people. 3 of them
Okay,
were
so 3
associates,
other people. So it's
business
you.
people.
Hold on, you plus
Yeah,
3 others. Okay, and the
3
3
others.
others,
No, me
they
me plus 3 others. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I got. You plus 3 others. Now the 3 others, they put up what, the down
very deep
payment?
pockets.
Yeah, I
Very
got you.
deep
Did
pockets.
they pay? Did you guys pay cash for it, or did you finance it? What did you do?
We paid cash for it,
All right,
but it
so
was deep pockets from my
right,
partner.
but you didn't put up any money.
$1,000,
No, that's what I'm saying.
and I
The
got money
original.
back at the settlement.
Okay,
I got
so
money
so
back.
so the 3 others, they put up the $1 million. Now, how did you find those guys? Because everyone's going to want to know. How do I
Well,
find
because I
these
was in
guys?
business, I had contacts.
Okay,
I
okay,
networked. I knew
understood.
people.
Okay, I
I
got you.
could have gotten
Could you have put
guys
it?
if
Could you have put an ad in the paper? Hey, I'm selling this. Like,
need that.
what's that? I know you didn't. I'm talking about the people out there that want to try and do what you did. You just disappeared. Where you at? The other guy just totally disappeared. Hello? He's gone. He's gone. Well, as he's gone, right, and we got some technical difficulties with him, right? I will follow up with some of the stuff until he comes back. So yeah, you can do deals like this. So what basically, there's other options you could have done. You could have given him the $1,000 with an option to buy it 2 years later. What the other guy did is he did this, right? He did. That's actually the other guy on the line. Hello, other guy. I'm actually entertaining the folks while you're doing whatever you're doing. Where are you?
It said it ended on my end.
I'm still going.
Oh, so you're gonna have to finish it because then it said. Let me see. No, it said ended.
Well, would you like me to pause this and so we can go again?
Yeah, come back.
I have to. No, I've got to create. I have to create another. I have to create another. I have to